Some of them show up on the stat sheet and some of them don't. Like, for example, I thought Colbert was really good with 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 0 turns. Thought he had great awareness tonight defensively, good length. Thought he did some good things. Morgan was physical. Stat sheet necessarily didn't look super pretty for him there, but did some good things as well. I thought he was really physical. Thought he did a good job defensively. And then Nana was great defensively with 5 boards, his usual self, covering up things, and thought he was really, really active. And then we were able to get 4 guys in double figures. 2 of the guys, obviously, that are up here, I thought we were able to make some shots. Thought we played fairly unselfish most of the night with 16 assists, which was good. I did think after we got that lead, I thought we traded baskets a little bit too much. We'll have to take a look at that on film. Guys will get a day off tomorrow, and then we get 2 days to prepare for this, kind of the final stretch here. We're going to take it one day at a time. I love coaching our guys, and so we're going to try to soak up every day we can here down the stretch, maximize every practice, maximize every game, take it one game at a time, one day for that matter, at a time. Questions for the players?
Just playing off guard a little bit with Jalen. What's that been like, and has that opened up anything for you offensively?
It's been a little bit of a transition, but it does open up things as Jalen sees the floor very well. He's a great passer, so allows you to get catch and shoot shots, rhythm shots. So a lot of us benefit from that. So it's helped out a little bit.
Do you feel like you guys start to find your rhythm a little bit playing together as you come down the stretch run of the season here with the second half of the Big Ten schedule?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're getting into a rhythm. Like Coach said, it's February, and it's time to start to minimize mistakes and play our best basketball.
So what's it mean to you guys? I know I talked to you a while back, and you said home court's important to you and the rest of the guys. Something you guys talk about going into games and protecting the home court.
Yeah, most definitely. We talk about that all the time, to dominate home court.
Ahmad, about this 8 a.m. class, what do you do when you get home to relax and get focused on school again the next day?
You just go to sleep, wake up next morning, grab your bag, and go. You worry about the rest after that. I'm done after that, so I can do what I please afterwards.
What is the class?
What's the class? It's RST 316. It's like leisure and consumer culture.
Ahmad, how important was it to you guys? Did you guys even focus on trying to get back to 500 tonight, or were you just focused on this game and not worried about the conference record? Where was that at in your mindset going into tonight?
It's a little bit of both. We definitely talked about that. Winning these 2 games, like you said, dominating at home. So winning these 2 games puts us at 5-5. We were thinking about that, and like Coach said, at this point, it's an 8-game season. It's one day at a time. So we definitely had that on our hand, and we were able to get to this point.
Kendrick, along those lines, how important is it that this was the first time you guys have won back-to-back games?
It's very important. But then again, we take it one game at a time. And if we take a loss, we don't worry about that. We put that in the past and try to get the next one.
Anything else here?
Both you, especially you, Kendrick, you're playing so many, minutes and role keeps expanding. How much do you feel like you've got in the tank for this finishing stretch? How much do you feel like your teammates have in the tank?
We have a lot in the tank, guys. When we're not playing, we do a lot of rehab and things, take care of our body, and that's pretty much it. We have a lot of energy on the court.
Ahmad, what is it going to Michigan State? What are your thoughts going into that game, and how tough it is to play there?
From what I've seen, teams definitely have a tough time up there. They're up and down that court fast. But last year, I remember, I was sitting out, but these guys went up there and they held them under 50 points and got a W. So it's definitely possible. So we're gonna lock in on a game plan and try to do the same thing Saturday morning.
All right. Thanks for these 2.
All right, guys. Get something to eat. Questions?
John, I was looking at Jalen's senior stats in high school. I know he obviously played with Jabari Parker, scoring a ton of points, but Tate had like 8 points a game and 7 assists, and so it was never fill it up kind of a guy. Does he play? Is he playing now? Like you saw him play when you recruited him?
Yeah, in a lot, but he's better. Yeah, obviously. I mean, he's whatever he is, 15 pounds heavier, has a year and a half plus of college games under his belt. Has played now, whatever that is, 28, if you include the Big Ten tournament, 30 Big Ten games. So he obviously is better. But he's playing well right now. Thought he was good again today. Thought he made us better. Thought he was good defensively. Take a look. He fouled a little bit too much. I told him in the one timeout I had flashbacks of a couple games last year watching him gamble and get beat and then foul a guy. So we'll get that cleaned up. He hadn't been doing that a whole lot, but he's been good defensively for us. Been very, very good in terms of making our team better. Has a great vocal presence about him. Communicates well, really ties our team. He ran, he did a good job running our team there early. I told him to run with it, and he, was calling some of the offense. And I think he's really growing with the leadership piece and the communication piece.
What do you remember about, just to follow up quickly, what kind of a voice did he have on that Simeon team? Star stuff?
Well, he's always had a voice. He has a gift with that. He has great presence about him, and he has a great ability to communicate, and I think our guys certainly respect that.
John, what's been the key for you this last stretch with Ray being able to win 5 out of the last 8 and really hold things together?
I think just taking it one day at a time and believing in the guys we have. I did believe in kind of the next man up philosophy we've talked about. Some guys have taken advantage of that opportunity. Some guys' roles have expanded or changed a little bit because of that, and I think they've adjusted pretty well. But we've just kind of taken it one day at a time. I appreciate the fact they let us coach them and that they're willing to adapt and adjust maybe from some of our original schemes, to try to make us as competitive as we can, considering some of the roster change.
John, what affected Tate and Starks playing together? It's not something you did early. What did you
Yeah,
see
they're
out
playing
there?
well together. I think Starks nailed it. I mean, Tate has an ability to make guys better, whether it's him, whether it's Nunn, whether it's Hill, whether it's, when he's playing with Ray, whether it's, Laron. I mean, Nana all the way down the line. I mean, he just has a gift with that. And, I think they played, well together. Certainly that wasn't necessarily part of the original plan, but things change and you have to adapt.
How do you account for Ray was such an efficient player for you? He goes out and you put up, other than the Nebraska game, pretty solid efficiency numbers over the past set of games offensively. What do you attribute that to?
Execution. I just think we've executed better. I thought today we executed pretty well with our cutting and our screening. I thought the ball stuck a couple times in guys' hands there. We got a little stagnant in a few possessions, but all in all, I think our execution has improved. I think the ball's moved well. For the most part, guys are sharing the ball. Tonight we have 25 field goals, 16 assists. So I think guys are moving the ball and sharing the ball, and shot selection's been good, and all those things affect efficiency.
John, LeBron seems not to be afraid to go into the lane and drive to the hoop.
Yeah, that's an understatement. He's not afraid of anything. But we're trying to get him, obviously, to balance being physically aggressive, with playing with great purpose. And he's certainly a lot further along now than he was when he started. I thought tonight he was really active again and finished well, 5 for 6 from the field. Had a big time out of the timeout there. We drew up a play where we got him in the post, and he had a big time finish there. He's getting better. He's getting better. I think he's learning as he's going and getting better. And, he's either experiencing success, like I talked about the other day at the press conference, or, he's falling on his face every once in a while. But at least when you fall on your face, at least it's forward, So he's starting to figure it out.
John, what's the significance to you winning games at home? I know you guys struggled here last year, but
Yeah, and I think those guys said it. They took that kind of as a personal, mission a little bit. Those guys have talked about it. Probably in some of it has to do with last year. They wanted to be better there. I think we have been better, but I still think we can play even better. That's what's exciting to me about the team is we can play better. We can play more consistently than what we're playing. I don't think we've capped out yet.
John, what's Austin done to earn playing time and keep earning it?
Well, there's two parts to it. One, I think he has been a little bit better in practice, trying to get him to value practice as much as he values the games. But I think he's had 2 very productive games. And then secondly, quite honestly, depth or lack thereof. And he's taken advantage of that and played well in the 2 games. I did think he practiced a little bit better the last 2 days. Hopefully maybe the confidence that he gained from the Penn State game affected that. Now the confidence from this one maybe affects his approach here that on Thursday and Friday as we prepare for a good Michigan State team.
Nana got a little bit banged up in the first half, I think, but he seemed to shake it out.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, those guys are we were blessed there. I think everybody for the most part got through this one okay.
Coach, you got up by 17 there in the second half, and it seemed like you were going to put them away, and Rutgers kept fighting back, and then just couldn't seem to put them away. But kind of struggled to do that tonight. Was there anything on your end, or was it just Rutgers continuing to fight?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it, but my gut tells me that our defense wasn't very good, and at that juncture, that was pretty good at times. You know, we got to find a way. I've said this before. We have no excuses on it. You know, there's other guys in college basketball that play guys 35 to 40 minutes. I mean, we're not the only team doing that right now. I thought a couple times the media went deep, a minute to a minute and a half deeper, and I thought our defense got weak a couple times there, and that's unacceptable. You know, you've got to be mentally tougher than that to fight through that. But I'll take a look at it, but that would be my gut. I thought we were trading baskets.
Same thing happened in Minnesota. Obviously, you talked to them about that before.
Of course, we talked to them about it, yeah. Showed them the film, and we'll continue to keep doing that, yeah.
John, anything new on Cosby and Rice?
No, those guys, you know, worked out well the last couple days in terms of physically, and I like the progress that they're making there. And you know, obviously, it's between me and those 2 guys. You know, their suspension, as I said originally, is indefinite.
Okay.
Thanks.
John, where'd you get that tie?
The tie was given to me by the American Cancer Society, so we're auctioning it off to raise money for Coaches versus Cancer and the fight against cancer. So that's where I got the tie. Appreciate you asking, Rob.